Hello, I'm Kevin Tame, and welcome to The Hacktivist. This is another Artist Colony episode where I'm going to show you how to take regular poker chips and make some stickers and put them on to be Netrunner tokens. So what I've done here, as you can see, is I've already created the PDF and printed it off for our tokens. A good solution for this is you can print this directly onto like label paper, but I really wanted to have a nice finish, so I used a paper called Terra Slate, which you can print directly on a laser printer. The other option is to print to vinyl, but printing to vinyl is a lot. You need special equipment to do that. A lot of laser printers can't handle that, and so what I'm going to be showing you is how to do this without all of the fancy equipment. The one thing I do have is a sticker maker, which makes this a lot easier. You can use spray adhesive as an option. Or another solution that I have found that works pretty good is you can use like rubber cement or some sort of glue to glue the back of each individual piece and put it on. That's a little bit more labor intensive, but that is an option if you don't have a sticker maker at hand. The sticker maker saves me a lot of time, so I'm going to be using that. So the first thing, the ideal is to get a poker chip that doesn't have the label already on it, and they sell these online. I didn't have any actually on me, and I wanted to create this video to show people how to make this. So what I'm going to be doing is removing the sticker that's already on here. If you notice though that the poker chips that we're kind of going for is ones that have a little bit of a recess. The recess is really slight so that the sticker kind of lays inside of the poker chip. They have other types of poker chips that are flat. You don't want to use that kind. You want to use the one that is a little bit recessed. So I'm going to go ahead and remove a couple of these. I'm not going to remove all of them for this video, but I'm going to remove, let's do a series of 5. Okay, now I got 5 chips that are ready to go on both sides. So what I've got here is I'm going to be making the single credit. So I printed off, right here is a front and a back. What I like to do is I like to put advancement on the back and then a single credit on the front so that you can flip it over and it can be dual purposed. Personally I'm using gray for the single credit, and then I use 5 for the 5 credit, and then I use blue for the 10 credit. So I'm just going to be making the single credit right now with the advancement on the back. So now what I need to do is I need to put my adhesive on the back. If you don't have a sticker maker or a label, what you'll want to do is actually probably cut these out first and then apply the adhesive. So I'm going to get my sticker maker here and I'm going to run it through the sticker maker. Okay, now that I got my adhesive on the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin to cut out these different things. What the sticker maker does is it applies an adhesive to the back of the paper. So I'm just going to remove this top sheet on both of them, and I can just leave them on there. So because I'm only going to be doing 5, I can leave them on there for later when I want to create more. A way that this can get professionally done is that they'll use either a die cutter or some sort of computer way to cut out the sticker, but since I don't have that, I bought a device which is 1 1/4 inches. I don't know if you can see that, 1 1/4 inches, and it's just a hole punch. 1 1/4 inch. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to come in here and punch each one. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to cut out a section here so that I'm able to punch it. I'm only going to cut out strips of 5 because I'm only doing 5. So Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch out all of these. And I've made the circle a little bigger so it has a little bit of a bleed. So what you got to do is you want to make sure you're not off kilter. You want to be as lined as possible. One of the biggest challenges I actually have here is that TerraSlate is kind of firm, and then so going through the TerraSlate and the adhesive paper is a little bit harder for me for this punch. So I gotta kind of go do it pretty hard, and it sometimes messes up for me. Yeah, it kind of bent a little bit, but I still think that'll be okay. Okay. Now that I have these punched out, I want to add them to my token. So the first thing I gotta do is, for me, my punch got a little wonky, so I'm actually gonna clean this up a little bit. I don't like how it fell there. So I'm gonna actually just trim this. My punch just isn't very sharp on those edges there. I need to get a new one. It kind of pulls the piece a little bit. So now that I got these, I'm ready to go. I want to apply this to the poker chip. The poker chip, I want it to sit just like that in the poker chip. And then what I want it to do is I want it to flip over, and I want the advancement to be like that. So it's kind of, you want to make sure that you're putting the stickers on the right way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the back and apply this sticker. Now I got my fronts. Let's move over to the back. I want to make sure that I flip it just over end, over the top. And there we have it. We have some really nice looking poker chips. They have an advancement on the back, and they have the credit on the front. And the TerraSlate, what's really nice about this type of paper is that it's waterproof, and so it's going to withstand a lot of like grabbing and moving around. It's not going to have any problems. I really love these chips. I use them all the time for playing. They're really nice and easy to see. Whenever you watch live Netrunner on Code Marvelous's stream, he's using these exact poker chips that I made for him. One thing I just want to like kind of show you here is this is the type of paper I got, is TerraSlate 4mm 25 sheet pack. You can just go to terraslatepaper.com and pick that up. You don't have to use TerraSlate. Another thing I tried previously was I ended up just using regular paper, and then I just sprayed the whole thing with a like a clear coat. I just went like two clear coats, and those seemed to work fine. It made the outside of this a little weird, but it was fine. Also, if you want, you can just get printers printed professionally, and that works as well. I just found this way to be the lowest cost and easiest way for me to build these and make them. I didn't have access to a lot of the fancy printing. Another thing I want to note here is that you want to go and get this printed at like an Office Depot or a Staples, because they have a really high quality laser printers that can print this type of high quality. If you try and do it on like an inkjet or anything like that, it's not going to usually print out as nice. Well, thanks so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions or you want to learn more about how I did this, just message me. I'm also posting this up. I'll post up the files to share so that you have access to them, and that you'll be able to download them and make them yourself. Thanks for watching Artist Colony and the Hacktivist channel, and have a great rest of your day.